Witam was bardzo serdecznie z tej strony, oczywiście Mackowyyy, i zapraszam do oglądania kolejnego odcinka z serii Assassin's Creed Valhalla. W tym odcinku, a raczej ten odcinek, rozpoczniemy, mam nadzieję, troszkę miłym akcentem, bo będą to zaślubiny naszego cudownie odratowanego króla Oswalda z tą całą babeczką z innej wioski, ale tak, jest to przynajmniej miły akcent po ostatniej bitwie. To proszę was o to, żebyście zostawili łapeczkę w górę i zacznijmy tę przygodę.
Just like you to keep a king waiting at his own wedding.
Co, mam zostać twoim świadkiem?
A part of me worried you wouldn't.
I told you I would see you crowned, and now here we are.
Dokładnie tak.
Without you, I'd be dead. Another wasted hope for East Anglia.
Na całe szczęście zostałeś królem.
You look good, Oswald. Like a man about to marry a more powerful woman.
Do I? Because I'm nervous as hell.
Of all the battles a man can fight, the war against himself is the hardest to win.
Pierdu. Wiemy, kto będzie nosić spodnie w tym związku. Nie zaprzeczył. O, świnki 3, 4. Mam nadzieję, że nikt nie wpadnie do tego kościółka i nie zrobi jakiejś tutaj boruty. Niech biją dzwony. Ktoś dziwny wszedł? Czy to ta właśnie przyszła małżonka? Tak jest. Małżonka i bracia. Jak ktoś jest przeciw, niech to powie albo zamilknie na wieki. Tak to leci? Takie białe szaty. Wygląda trochę jakby się wyrwała z Cyberpunka, ale komu to oceniać? Simba. Dziwna ceremonia. O, jakie tutaj sygnety. Dobra, brawo. Niech gra muzyka i niech leje się wino.
I hereby name you man and wife. As man and wife, I name you.
Królowie, jaśnie państwo.
Oswald of Elmenham, first of his name, the rightful king of East Anglia, with his lady Valdis, soul, fist and beauty of this land.
Jakie tytuły. Dobra, laska, bierz go na ręce i za próg. A my wracamy do naszej cięższej roboty. Coś, Eivor, cię trapi?
You've done it, steward. A king now sits on the throne of East Anglia.
Don't leave yourself out of this song. We did it together.
Back to your dreams, then, of fire and Helheim.
Albo o spaniu w sianie.
Some time ago. Hard to say when. I don't want to be here. I never did. This was Halfdan's dream. He ordered me to see it through. In my dreams, I'm sailing, remember? Wind in my beard, salt on my lips. I want that life again. Whether or not I find it, only time will tell. Until then, let us feast, drink, and forget our pain!
No i to mi się podoba. Baw się na uczcie. Co my tutaj możemy robić?
Skål, Eivor! Let's have a drink. Your fist is without ale.
Let us address that.
Surely
Okej.
a special kind of metal is required for drinking before the new king.
A metal
Jakieś
not unlike your
minigierki?
own.
To Odin and his endless glories.
And the new king of East Anglia. May his reign be long and good.
Pi.
Not bad, Wolf-Kissed. I wager you couldn't drink more than me.
No i
if you
zaczyna się.
tried.
Kto wypije
fool's
więcej?
A challenge nonetheless. What say you?
I will drink you under the table.
Confident, are you? Let us see how you fare against the ale beast of East Anglia.
No
And
właśnie, jak
we'll
to
make
będzie
it
wyglądać?
interesting. Put your silver where your mouth is. What say you?
Silver, such tiny ambition. Do it for the skulls that will sing songs of our superior bellies.
Nie będę ci dawać pieniędzy.
Then let our guts live forever in their tails. Come, let the making of a legend begin.
Ale jak to wygląda picie?
Is that what you say? Yes, to celebrate. Skål! Drink more. Med gold weather and multiple that can
Dobra. Nie jest to jakoś mega skomplikowane. To teraz będzie pewnie szybciej. Dobra, za każdym kielichem pewnie. Oj! Panie! Ty już się chwieje? No! No chłopie! No nie no, kurczę. No niestety, przegrywam.
This ale is strong, Brodir.
But I am stronger. Better luck
Gdyby
next
się tak
time,
nie chwiał.
Wolf-Kissed.
Dobra, teraz tutaj pewnie będzie trochę się kotłować w głowie. Ale jest w stanie skakać. Świniak? Warto coś wrzucić na ruszt.
The boar represents fertility. Did you know that?
As does Freya. What's your point?
You impress me, Eivor. Your battle wisdom, your strength of character, skilled in so many ways. Yet I wonder, is there any skill of mine that I could impress upon you?
Niespecjalnie.
Even a fool has something to teach, whether they are aware of the lesson or not.
Hey. But I could show you how to wield my plow sword.
Sheath your plow sword, Brodir. I'm not interested.
Nie.
You thought... No. I wasn't serious. Come on now. Drink and be
Kolego
merry.
sympatyczny.
Well, I had a
Może i
few
się
friends.
lubimy, ale
Wait, did you hear? Did my brother just call me?
bez takich
I think
manewrów.
you know I should go. Brother!
Wszędzie to jakaś poprawność polityczna. Dobra, co my tutaj mamy?
Eivor!
Co?
Wolf-Kissed, gaze upon my pots. They stand so strong. Unbreakable at this distance, no?
They are not,
Konkurs
Brodir. My
łucznictwa?
arrows shatter whatever target they strike.
Even after draining so much meat, succeed and you shall be rewarded.
Dawaj!
Keep your eyes open long enough to witness this, you drunken lout.
Aha, czyli chwiejemy się i dajemy z łuku.
What druid to his knees and let Oswald walk him for trials? I could hardly believe my ears.
Yes, that's it.
westward, everything. An easy task for the wolf kids.
No pewnie, że tak.
Barely a challenge.
Impressive. Impressive. Here as promised. Now go enjoy the party.
Dobra, co nam tutaj jeszcze zostało ciekawego? Ściągnij Finra z dachu. To a gdzie on wlazł tam?
On the roof.
The road to Valhalla does not run that way, Finir.
He's been up there a while.
Eivor, Eivor!
Tędy nie, to muszę jednak się
Sweet wine for a sweet
normalnie
swine.
wesprzeć tutaj.
Come join me! The Saxon god wanders somewhere up here, does he not? I haven't seen
Czyli
him.
kolegę też już
I
trochę
like to say he
poniósł
moves with
miodek.
mystery.
Look, the moon. It moves untroubled now. But one day it will be eaten by a giant wolf and the nights will be black forevermore.
Are you all right?
Tak, wilki goniące
I've
księżyc.
tasted glory once again. And it was good.
I'm glad to hear it. Now,
I always felt like Skoll, Hati, chasing and trying to fulfill Halfdan's wishes. But now I've caught my sun and moon. I've got them and I don't know.
you can let them go.
Jakieś
Sail to
rozterki.
a further shore.
My longship's in Valhalla. Don't you remember? Firestarter.
Zawsze możesz wybudować nową.
Come on, let's get you to solid ground.
Everything's spinny.
Dziwne. Jak ja mam cię znieść, chłopie, co?
You're very strong.
You're very large.
Jak ja mam cię znieść, żeby... No dobra. Udało się. Myślałem, że w Eivor
Sorry
tak
for this, Eivor.
nie zeskoczy ładnie.
I've had one last glory. I should be happy. I am happy. Thank you.
It need not be the last.
Not the last.
No i zasnął. Sorry.
Enough fun and games. I should see how Oswald is doing.
O, królu, dawaj swoją tą obrączkę na sojusz, na znak sojuszu i ja się zawijam.
I'm about to address our guests, and I'd like you to be there.
Boże.
It's been a worthy ceremony so far.
And have you had enough fun yet?
I'm ready to hear you address your kingdom.
Good. Come. Join me. Friends, honored guests, we've pushed through hard times. It seems like all we've known is loss and suffering. But it is not conflict that binds us. It is compassion. May we always favor compassion, even when our enemies refuse its boon. So, to my Dane friends and neighbors, I give thanks for the bravery you have shown during our collective struggles. And for my fellow Christians, may we continue standing as examples of our Lord's grace. Lights in the dark. I see
a
East
podziękowania
Anglia's
dla
future
mnie?
right here, right now, in all of you, Dane and Saxon alike. To
Piękne
our
przemawianie.
future,
Still a bit soft on insults, but the king has courage.
and to Eivor, without whom none of this would have been possible.
O, już tak nie przesadzajmy.
On
To co?
behalf of
Sojusz?
East Anglia, let this ring be proof of our loyalty to the Raven clan and all they have done for us today.
No i to mi się
Do you
podoba.
have any words of wisdom for us?
To the good King Oswald! Skull!
To Oswald!
Skull! Skull!
Score!
No, to
Okay,
chlejta.
everyone, the bridal race starts now. Remember, you all have to lose to the bride and groom.
Jeszcze kogoś mam gonić?
And ready yourself for the wedding race. The king and his bride against all.
My king,
No proszę.
The sheep you left to guard me have been shorn. Oswald, king of sheep fuckers! Show your eyes!
Mogę się tym zająć, jak masz jakieś jeszcze obiekcje.
I challenge you.
Nie.
I accept.
No, Boziu, znowu.
Oswald is king, and a king must have a champion. I will fight in his stead.
He challenged me, Eivor.
Your fight is bigger than this, Lord. You must rebuild East Anglia plank by plank, and a dead king cannot keep his oaths. Let me finish this.
Oswald, you gutless Arya swine! I'll slay the wolf-kissed, then hang you with your
No
own
to
tongue.
atrakcje na weselichu.
You, always getting in the way!
Leżeć, gnoju. Powiedziałem leżeć?
East Anglia can burn for all I care!
No i to by było na tyle, mój drogi. Mogę go dobić? A, już go dobiłem. Trochę kpi na weselichu. Wybacz, król.
I wish it had not come to this. So much death, so much anger.
What's done is done.
Mądre słowa, Eivor.
You're
Nie ma
leaving
co.
now.
I should. Your wedding should be a day of peace and happiness. Today I lack both.
Eivor, you've done East Anglia a great service. I promised you an alliance, and now you have it.
And one day, I will need you to make good on that alliance.
Na pewno. A teraz odejdźmy. I zostawmy młodą parę w spokoju. A może kto wie.
Say goodbye before I leave.
Jezus Maria, jeszcze Finir. Gdzie on się tutaj? Koczkodan jeden kitra. Jest w całej tej świetlicy się kitra, czy gdzie go poniosło? Czy leży już w jakimś chlewie ze świniakami? O!
Ah, greetings, Eivor.
You're missing the
Znowu
festivities.
przetrzeźwiał i dalej
I've
chleje.
had my fill.
Plastyka gatunku.
It's as much yours as it is Oswald's.
I was a crumbling man, Eivor. Before all this, I thought I'd die a tired old failure. But now, my heart burns bright with newfound fire. I want to live hard, die fierce.
Glory cares not for
Chcesz
age.
dołączyć do nas, czy
Sail
o
with
to
me.
chodzi?
My ship could always use a wise head and a strong axe.
Together,
Together.
Together.
I'll gather my things.
Together, my friend. No i mamy kolejnego kompana na wycieczki. Joms Wiking zwerbowany, Finrer. Zadanie zakończone. Zaślubiny. I pyk, kolejny poziom wjechał. To tym tropem idąc... No, tu coś jest.
The wind calls me back to Ranji. Let's tell her the good news.
Nowy sojusz. Dostępny jest teraz terytorium do zawarcia sojuszu. Schemat Helheimu, rufa, wschodnia bransoleta. Materiały budowlane. Cudownie! Dobra, nie pozostaje nam nic innego, jak wrócić do naszej kruczej przystani, także szybki transporcik, Steinbjorn, jedna z najpotężniejszych bestii, jakie kiedykolwiek stąpały po ziemi, jest godnym przeciwnikiem nawet dla najpotężniejszego wikinga, czy jakkolwiek tam było podpisane, ostatnie słowo zmyśliłem. Krótsza przystań. Czy my mamy jakiś tutaj zarobek?
Eivor!
Wezwij, chcę oporządzić moją załogę, czym się tu...
I would like to reorganize the crew.
Hrefna, Hermond, Stren, Walter, Rwena... Skadr... Rewena? Pirna, Finrir... Kalw biegły w boju. Dobra, niech sobie
for now?
wojują. Tak, wszystko
I will see
dziękuję.
you later, friend.
A gdzie jest tabliczka? Mości państwo, dzięki którym ja mogę sobie tutaj upgrade'ować koszary. Czy nie mogę ich zupgrade'ować? Zastanawiając. No ale dobra. Tutaj mamy
Hi, Eivor!
rybki. Gdzieś mi brakuje tutaj tych tabliczek, no. Czy teraz je wywiało? Bo muszę się spotkać z Renwi? Tu też nie ma tabliczki? Tu jest tabliczka. Warsztat tatuatora. Nie potrzebuję warsztatu tatuatora na razie. Potrzebuję w takim razie, tym tropem idąc, no porządziłbym sobie stajnię, ale jak widać, kurczę, nie mogę, bo albo jestem ślepy. Dobra, to idę do Randwi. Pal licho to. Zbuduj chatę dla walki. To wiem, że też muszę zrobić, ale na to muszę uzbierać kolejne surowce. A to sobie zrobimy. Co tu się dzieje?
Holger, why all this shouting?
Co to za krzyki?
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished. Ha! Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Nie,
Eivor,
można
this
tego
matter
tak
requires
porównywać.
sensitive judgment. Will you?
A, rany, jak trzeba.
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
Tak,
In Sigurd's
wypadł mi
absence,
stąd.
who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Jak widać, nie potrafią się dogadać.
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine. A Philly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools. Borrowing.
Holger, let him
Nie,
speak.
tak można, tak się nie
Stealing,
bawimy.
borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail, bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of...
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I
Bardzo
demand
nieładnie.
compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan. Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom to make use of
Tak
the
się nie
very
bawimy,
resources
Holger.
to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovy's inks, all were given gladly.
Nie,
Cut off my
nie, nie, nie.
horse's tail to make a brush, you bleeding...
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer,
Mogłeś
to make a
zapytać.
perfect brush. I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking.
It was
Właśnie.
early. I did not wish to
Nie,
wake you.
nie, Holger. Tak się bawić nie będziemy.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifur's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not
Jakiego
make this a
rychłego
victimless crime?
odrośnięcia,
It is a
chłopie.
two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Proszę bardzo.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We're done here. Return to your homes in peace.
Cieszę się, że mogłem pomóc.
Would you allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting? After all, in some ways you helped in its creation.
Absolutely not.
Dobra.
Silver is the only color I...
Nim do Randwi może wejdziemy, to tutaj jest z tego co kojarzy nasza komnata.
A new letter.
Co mamy tutaj nowego? List od Siolfa. Ejworze, zanoszę modły, by listę został zdrowy ciebie, a także mego syna. Colbert pisał już do mnie kilka razy, często tak szczegółowo, że czuję się jakby tam był. Bardzo się podziwia, ufa ci, moje serce rozgrzewa myśl, że ma on kogoś, na kim może się wzorować. Wiem, że go nie zawiedziesz. Dobra, czyli ten cały jegomość, jeden z posadzonych króli, jest zadowolony. Status. Zwróć szczególną uwagę na nowych rzemieślników. Staraj się jak najszybciej zapewnić im miejsca do pracy. Oprócz tego możemy też rozwinąć nasze zaplecze związane z ucztami i rozrywką. Hodowla, gospodarstwo, hodowla drobiu, chaty dla Alvisa i Holgera. A tu jest prześpij się. Nie no, nie ma czasu na spanie. Trzeba tutaj pracować i zawierać sojusze.
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day.
Dzień
That
dobry.
Holger, he is quite a character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon.
No to zabieramy nożyk, dajemy kruczka. Sojusz zawarty. Cudownie. Krucza
Some interesting
przystań.
news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as alderman there.
Good for Gilbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Sven passed away a short time ago.
Kim był Sven?
Poor man slipped away in his bed.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi? She must be gutted.
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at his burial mound. Speak with her, if you have the time.
Dobra. Ale czy ja mogę też zająć jakiś sojusz?
Randvi, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough. Shall we look at the map?
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, and this settlement, and this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few hours. We could take a ride to Grandbridge or somewhere nearby for a change of pace.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another time.
No
Now,
dobra, jak
what was
chcesz.
it you needed?
No jak to z czym?
I want to see the alliance map.
Co tutaj jest warte do zagarnięcia? London, Oxenfordshire albo... No to raczej nie. No to pozostaje nam faktycznie pójść tutaj w ten Oxenfordshire. Nagrody. O, a tu jest rozwój. Nie no, to kroczek po kroczku sobie róbmy, nie?
What of Oxenfordshire? Sigurd told me he had business there.
Ah, yes. Sigurd is there now, in fact. He bids you go meet him as soon as you can. He has partnered with a rebellious thane called Giedrich and hopes to install Giedrich as alderman in exchange for an oath. There is an alehouse at the center of Buckingham. Sigurd will meet you there.
No to kolejny rozpoczęty pojedynek o
Should join my
sojusz.
brother then. Where is Buckingham?
Along the great Ouse River that divides Oxenfordshire. Sigurd will be pleased to see you.
To na pewno. Odszukaj Sigurda i porozmawiaj z nim. O, podziękowania od Colberta. Dobrze, moi drodzy. Sobie zasiądźmy na chwileczkę w naszym tymczasowym tronie. Oczywiście w formie zastępstwa Zaślubinego, nie? I zaraz w kolejnym odcinku pojedziemy się właśnie z Zigim spotkać. Także dziękuję wam bardzo za oglądanie i widzimy się jutro. Do zobaczenia.